Hello and welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play video by me, FoxyNoTail, here on the Truly Bedrock survival server with a new turtle friend, apparently. One has spawned on my little island near my tent. Hello! Okay, so in the last video we built this weird little thing on top of this here, and that followed down all the way through from our water area over there, all the way through this tunnel and to the other area. And it doesn't look like a lot of work for one episode, but it was a lot of work, a lot of block placing, a lot of digging out. And then I said what I was going to do in this video is, in between these two areas, build a storage area in between. But as you can see, I've already done it, and we put a portal in here as well. This was done on a live stream. If you don't catch my live streams on twitch.tv, then you're missing out. We had some seriously good fun. Everybody was in bits laughing their heads off. There was some really crazy stuff going on. And if you want to check it out and you don't want to watch them live, you can always watch them on my second channel, which is Foxy2. Be sure to check it out. The link is in the description below. But yeah, we now have a storage room. It's got nothing in it. The chests are not labelled. They've got nothing in them. And it's not an automatic one. It is just somewhere to store stuff. But the portal is linked up with our portal in the nether. So if we pop through here, we end up in our little tunnel like that. And then if we pop back through again, you'll see we come back down here. And that's because we've removed the portal from upstairs that was down in our tunnel. So what I need to do now is come and label up all of these chests and start filling them with things. Many things. As you can see in this chest here, I have plenty of leather to be able to make item frames. But sadly, I'm a little bit lacking for wood at the moment, which is going to make it tricky to get sticks. I do have a few sticks though, so maybe we can make some item frames. 9. Great. Gonna need more than that, mate. So apart from my ender chest wood boxes, which are over there, this is the rest of my wood supply in the whole world, and you can see it's a little bit lacking, particularly with oak and spruce. We've got a reasonable amount of dark oak, and we've got a few spruce oak logs, but I think it really probably is time that I did a little bit of a wood chopping time lapse. What do you think? However, in order to chop lots of trees, I am going to need ender pearls, which means I need to take a trip to Silent Whisper's new Enderman farm in the end, but I've come to the end portal only to find a sign that says, "To new portal, access that way," and that's all I got. That's not very helpful, guys. How far that way, and where's the hole? How do I get in? How do I get into the end portal? What? Is this one of those, if you were there when we were doing it, then you'd know type efforts? You've completely blocked off any access to get to the end. How do we get to the end? I just keep going that way, do I? Oh, surely it's not going to be underwater. I'm going to have to just dig down the old-fashioned way if they're going to hide the entrance from me. I'm sorry. Oh, look. It's lit. Wow. Is that a troll? Jeez. Right. Okay. Whatever. Let's go to the end, mate. Now, I have absolutely no idea where Silent's new Enderman smashing thing is, but hopefully we'll find it. So I managed to find my way over to Silent's Enderman farm, finally, and it is one of the most noisy places in the world, and it also has a severe lack of instructions, so I guess I probably should have watched Silent's video before I came over here, but I didn't. I didn't watch his video. But it's good. It's really good. I like it. It's not like Guardian Farm AFK-able. You can't just sort of wait around and wait for the Guardians to spawn in or whatever, or the Enderman in this case. You've got to keep going up and down this minecart track, but it's very clever. So you go up here, and that causes Enderman to spawn somewhere up there. I haven't looked inside it yet, and I guess there's fire in there, and then they teleport down there because they think that's safe, but that's got fire on it. So then they teleport down there because they think that's safe, and that's got fire on it. And they do the same thing on that platform there, and eventually they get all the way down to the bottom, which just happens to be far enough away that the game doesn't know that those Endermen are being loaded, so it keeps loading more in. So the longer you stay here, the more Endermen you get eventually down there. Look, they're still teleporting in, they're still going down there. I have no idea how long I can actually AFK at this point for, but I feel like it could be quite a while. So I'm going to leave it a few minutes and see what we get in terms of number of Endermen. Watching this thing in action, they do spawn really quickly. You can see just about the little trails of Enderman particles as they spawn in and make their way down there, and you obviously see them flashing red as they get towards the bottom. But this thing is fast. I think maybe it could be a world killer like the Guardian Farm. I can't wait to go down there and check out what's going on as we start loading it up. Well, they're still spawning in waves, so I'm going to head down there now, clear them out, and then I'm actually going to time it. I'm going to come back up and I'm going to put a timer on while I go and make a cup of coffee and see how many we get that time. But look, there's millions of them. So many Endermen. Oh my goodness me, I like this farm. Okay, when I first got over here, I didn't really understand it. I have to admit that I thought, well, it's going to be a bit slow and boring having to keep going up and down that minecart. But now I know you can just stay there and get millions of Endermen and then have your ears burnt off as you try and kill them all. It's amazing. I say burnt off, I mean blown off because it's really loud. That's what I mean, mate. I've fallen down a hole. Sorry. Oh, jeez. The good thing about Enderman, is they don't have thorns, so they don't fight back when you chop them. Oh, look at that. Amazing. Jeez. This is ridiculous. And there are already, and they're not all from me, they were already in there, but they're already absolutely millions of ender pearls in this system down here. So we will be certainly taking quite a lot of those. I brought a shulker box with me there, and I will start filling that up. And there is a minecart running around underneath collecting those as well, or at least there was. There it is, look. I guess it's full. I guess it's a little bit full because it can't pick those ones up. Right, I'm going to go to the top. I'm going to go AFK while I go make a cup of coffee. I'm going to time it for a full, I don't know, 5 minutes, and then I'll be back. Okay, there are 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. It does look like the Endermen have stopped spawning. That is a full 5 minutes now on the Guardian farm. I can't move after 5 minutes worth of AFK in the overworld, so it's clearly not as many as that. But there's a lot of Endermen. There's a lot of Endermen in there. It could be that they've got more space, so there's not as much collision going on. But yeah, that's an awful lot of Endermen. Jeez. Okay. Let's do this. We've got 51 levels. Let's take off our armor because we don't need any more of that. Let's see what we get from this. Bearing in mind, we do have a mending sword, so that's going to eat some of this. It's very satisfying how quickly I can do damage to them with my auto clicker. Very satisfying indeed. It's almost, I would say, faster than having sweeping edge. Yes, many. Oh, dead, dead, dead. And we got 3 levels. But, you know, getting levels above level 30 is hard. So that's actually pretty good. That's pretty good, to be fair. So, yeah, well done, Silent. Great farm. And now I've got many ender pearls. Yay! Good for me, all of these ender pearls. You've just missed some comedy gold, my friends. I'm sorry I forgot to hit that record button. I was saying that the reason, if you're wondering why we need ender pearls, the reason is in order to make these giant spruce trees and chop lots of spruce wood, the easiest way to do it is to basically put 4 on the floor, grab an ender pearl, look up, fire it into the sky, and then bone meal the spruce trees. And then, oh geez, come on. You end up on the top. But what happened is I ended up on the top, and there was an endermite there, and it knocked me off to the bottom. And then I had to do another tree. So, yeah, it doesn't seem quite as funny second time round, does it? Anyway, yeah, cue the time lapse. Let's crack on. Well, apart from collecting a load of junk and getting randomly accosted by lots of mobs, I'm pretty much done. I've got loads and loads of dark oak now. Got loads and loads of spruce. and not quite so much oak, because oak farming is tedious. Oh, it's so slow and annoying. I'm pretty sure on Java Edition I could go along here with bone meal and I could like basically bone meal every single one, but for some reason on Bedrock, oh, it does eventually, but it costs so much bone meal. But if you go like 2 apart, they grow really quick, and I don't understand what the issue is. So yeah, it's taken ages to do just a tiny little bit of oak, and I've completely filled my spruce and my dark oak in no time at all. So yeah, I'm happy with that, which means we can move on and actually go and make some sticks so that we can make item frames. All that for some sticks. Oh, and yeah, there's another thing, peeps. When I mentioned earlier about not having enough wood for sticks, I completely forgot about my other 3 types of wood type boxes, which, to be fair, there's not a massive amount of acacia or jungle. We've got absolutely load of birch, so I could have easily been making sticks. In fact, I think I'll take a few of those. I don't think we need that many. We'll take a couple of those and we'll make our sticks from birch, because we don't use birch for building. And that's not because I don't like birch, it's just because the style of building I do doesn't really warm to birch that much. So yeah, I don't really use birch very much at all. And there we go, all of that smelly birch has managed to make us nearly 2 stacks of item frames, which isn't actually that much considering how much birch it was. But there we go, we've got loads of item frames now, which means we can come and make our storage area nice and pretty. And it's just occurred to me, this isn't going to be quite on center. I think, you know what, I think I'm going to do those there like that instead and have them next to each other. I think that'd be better. So then those ones can go close to each other as well, and the same with these ones. Very good. Now we just got to figure out what's going to go in these things, I guess. Oh man, I've got too many item frames. Didn't need that many at all. Well, things are slowly coming together, believe it or not. I'm starting to get things organised. We've got our stone variants in these sets of chests here, so stone, cobble and whatnot, and then the andesites with a bit of gravel at the top. But interestingly, in this stone brick box, I've got smooth stone bricks. Stone bricks are these. How have I got smooth stone bricks? Where did they come from? How have I done that? I mean, I didn't think you could turn smooth stone into bricks, can you? Maybe on the stone cutter? Or maybe that's like when it's been updated from a previous version or something like that. But that's so weird, because they don't stack with anything. And I've never seen that when they've got a different name. No. That's so strange. Maybe I got them like mining out a dungeon or something. But yeah, that's weird. Smooth stone bricks. So anyway, yeah, it's coming together. Got some sand and dirts and things over there, and then I've got all of this stuff I've got to sort out, and then all of those chests in there as well. I've still got a lot of work ahead of me. Okay, I'm finally there. I have now put everything away in the rightful chests, and I did run out of room, so I've had to discard quite a lot of items that don't fit down here. And as you can see, we've also got a few shulker boxes lying about for things that don't fit. So these are like dye chests or coloured chests. So we've got wool, concrete powder and concrete of each of the colour variants, and we've got all of the different 16 colours there. And above those we've got some spare dye bits as well, because they didn't fit anywhere else. Over here we got lighting, we got glowstone, magma blocks, we've got different types of ores, we've got shulker boxes which has got an overflow because I've got so many of them, they're all empty. We've got wood and a few end rods and sea lanterns, that's our prismarine and honey and stuff there. We've got all the glass and sand and terracotta variants and stuff there. It's absolutely ridiculous, but I've thrown quite a lot of stuff away. So let's just not pay any attention to all of that stuff that I've thrown away over there, and let's come and put this wall in. And then that is it. Job is done then. And that is it. No one would ever know any of that was behind there. And that is that job 100% finished. Right. Let's move on. I'll put those things away out of my inventory first before I lose them. Heading back over to the Diamond Alliance shopping centre, where me and Slack have been building all of our shops over this season. It occurs to me that this area is pretty gross looking and not very attractive in terms of pathwork, and just the general area is messy, not very nice. So I brought myself a few of our new shulker boxes from our new storage system, and I thought I'd have a go at sprucing the area up. And that does mean we can make a bit of use out of our new woods as well. So I'm thinking we'll continue this path from the bridge, we'll bring it through here, and we'll maybe make some little tree areas, some shrubberies, some bushes, flowers and things like that as well. I think we can make it look quite nice. Well, so far, a few little touches here and there have made all the difference. We've now got a nice path actually coming through here instead of that horrible grass one. We've got some lighting fixtures and some fences and some bushes. We've got these little bits as well with the lanterns on that also have the street lights the other side, and I think they actually complement each other quite well. And you can see where I've got to. I've got to this point here. And this first little area here, I think it makes such a big difference. It actually feels like a really nice little place to actually come through now. It's still got that sort of rickety, a little bit downtrodden, a little bit oldie worldy vibe with the coarse dirt and the grass blocks every now and then and like the old broken walls. But I think it looks really good. I'm really happy with how that's come out so far. And I'm going to continue doing it over there. So my plan over in this area here is actually to have some sort of feature like a little fountain in the middle or something like that leading up to there, and I've also dropped this layer down a couple of blocks as well because it was also quite high up. Then we need to obviously go over in that direction, and that's probably about as far as I will take it, I think, today. And here we are, just a little update for you. I have extended this path going on this way. I didn't put a fountain in at the end. I've just added some more path work, and I've put some sort of like supporting walls around this thing because obviously it's raised up a little bit, and I think that looks okay. And I brought the path around here and brought that up to our light shop, which is now quite highly elevated because this area's go down so much lower. And some more street lights, and again, I think it's looking really nice. I really does think it pulls it all together. There might be a few too many of these lanterns in this little area, if I'm honest with myself. I think maybe what I'll do is just pop one of those on there instead. But yeah, overall, I really like how this has come together. It's certainly a big improvement from what it was before. And the reason I've brought my bow over is because there is a jumping creeper over there by that cake, and I'm going to go in that direction in a minute, and I do not want to blow up Zap's shop. And I think that should just about do it now. So I've added in another path down here with some more street lighting. I've added in some more bushes around the back and a few little flower beds as well, just to bring a little bit more colour to the area and a bit of something different, bit of variety. Little one down there as well, and a little one around the back of Zap's shop. I have no idea what's going on with this build here, so I've done my best to just sort of tidy up this back area here, just sort of smoothing it out. There's still a few torches dotted around here. You don't really see that from the rest of the area. But yeah, I'm really happy with how that's come along. I think it looks great. The only thing I want to do now is actually look at it with a light level resource pack and see if any of it needs actually lighting up, see if it's all nicely spawn proof, because as you can see, it's all pretty bright. The paths have all got underfloor lighting. We've got lanterns down the side of each of the paths. We've got lanterns and we've got torches underneath some of the flower beds, underneath these grass blocks. You can put torches underneath those, so there's a lot of light, but there's certain areas a little bit like this bit here that looks like it should be a bit dark. Now, every time I use this pack, I get a lot of comments from people saying, can you give me a download link, please? Link in the description. I don't have one. Slack gave it to me. You'll have to ask him about it or go on his Discord or something like that. I really don't know where to get this one from, so I'm sorry about that. But there are a few areas, have a look around here. Anything red is spawnable. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Oh, the rest of the world is very, very spawnable. But we've done not too much of a bad job, actually, in this area. Bearing in mind, it will show red on things like slabs and unspawnable blocks. But like I said, this little bit here needs lighting up. So all we're going to do is we'll probably grab another one of those things and we'll just pop it down here and we'll just have another light there like that. That'll clear that bit. Over at the edge over here, we can just grab another one of these torches or just stick a torch down there. That'll sort that out. What else? Oh, over by our flower bed here, we could probably do with a torch or something. Let's put a torch underneath that grass block there, like I said we could do. And that'll shine through there. And then we can put that back there. That sorted that little bit out. Oh, and now it's daytime. Thanks whoever just slept. The area around the back where you don't really see, I'm just going to put torches down. I know they look horrible and we've got rid of them from the rest of this area, but, you know, when it's not directly going to be accessed by anyone, I don't really see the point too much in lighting it all up. I think what we're going to do here is just pop a couple of torches on the front of that building there for now. That'll do. In fact, I'll tell you what will look better than that. Let's pop a lantern. Oh, I can't put a lantern on that bush there. Okay, let's swap that out for a bit of wood. In fact, I'll tell you what will look good. A spruce log with a lantern on top. That'll look nice there. Let's get rid of that. And the same thing over this side. We'll put another spruce log just there with a lantern on. That looks quite nice. More torches over here, please. The bone. The bone is not lit, and neither is the top of my bee. So let's go and sort... Oh, man. I'm on slide, mate. I think we should probably have a lantern there. That'll sort out that top block up there. Let's just hop up and see the top of that bone. Yeah, okay. Let's just put a torch there. Yep, that'll sort that out. Very good. So now it's just my bee, which is covered in carpet, so it shouldn't really be spawnable. I don't know whether its tail's spawnable at the back, so I'll put a torch there. But yeah, the rest of this is all carpeted. Is it? Oh, it's not carpeted. I thought it was. Oh, in that case, we need some torches on our bee. Well, that's carpeted, but the wings aren't. Right. We need some white carpet then, mate. I didn't bring any wool with me. We've got wool in our shop up there. Now, carpeting's not going to change the colour of this. It's not going to stop being red because it's still below the right light level. It just means it's not going to be spawnable, which is great. So that's that bit just about done. There we go. All done. And then there's the little bit on the top of Johnny Butcher's there, but that's slabs, so that's okay. And then there's a couple of little bits on this building over here. That should be all right because there's a torch literally right there. What? Must be a chunk border. Yeah, another one of these weird visual glitches just there as well. There we go. That's got rid of that. Very good. And I know it looks weird having torches on that house roof, but it's fine. Gonna put another log with a lantern on there around the side of that part of the house. Same thing on this side of the house. And that is everything. As far as I can see in this area, 100% completely mob-proof, which is great. Maybe on top of Slack's house, but I'll leave that to Slack to sort out. But yeah, very good. I'm really happy with the progress we've made there, and I'm really happy with the progress we've made altogether in today's video. So, without further ado, I'd like to say thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do please leave a like. If you haven't already, please do subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!